Hey guys, this is Awesome John 22 coming at you today with the second episode of Geek Galaxy, name still pending. Let's jump right into it today with another Pokemon story. I didn't intend on talking about Pokemon every single week on this show, but hey, we're 2 for 2, so who knows. In a leaked story from Japan's Core magazine, that being the primary source for Pokemon news in Japan, we have what seems to be confirmation that the next Pokemon game in the main series of video games will be Pokemon Z, that being a direct sequel to Pokemon X and Y, which I really enjoyed, so needless to say, I'm really looking forward to this. Now, I will talk about this more in depth if I'm asked to, as this does seem to introduce some very interesting concepts for the Pokemon anime, which I don't really watch anymore, as well as a brand new game mechanic that does look like it will be present in upcoming Pokemon video games. But I want to keep this video focused on just the general headlines, so I will save any in-depth analysis for a hypothetical video later on. Now, I do want to point out that this title for the upcoming game is merely conjecture based on the title of the upcoming season of the Pokemon anime, which is titled X, Y, and Z. So this isn't a definitive announcement of the game's title. Keep that in mind. This could eventually end up going nowhere. However, I really hope it doesn't. I really hope that this is what the next game is going to focus on, as that does indicate that it will focus on Zygarde, which is at this point probably the least utilized legendary Pokemon in existence. And I'd really like to see them do something with that. Moving right along, because I don't understand segues, let's talk about Doctor Who, which returns this Saturday, the 19th of September. I had some real issues with last season. I feel like the show asked some questions and went a little too far asking those questions and made the Doctor an unlikable character, which is something that has never been good for the show in the past. Despite that, though, I do like the most recent actor to portray the Doctor, Peter Capaldi, and I do like the actress who plays his companion, Jenna Coleman. I really like the interplay between the two actors, and trailers for the new season certainly look promising. Also, real quick, how psyched are all you for Maisie Williams of Game of Thrones to be in Doctor Who this season? I certainly am. I have some theories already as to who she might be playing in the series, and I really look forward to seeing my theories either proved or refuted. I do intend to review the show on an episode-by-episode basis once a week. Chances are that will take the place of text reviews on my blog, which admittedly no one in the entire world has ever read. But if you do find the idea interesting, please check it out. There will be a link in the description down below. Now finally, last week we talked a bit about the Jessica Jones series that will be coming to Netflix relatively soon now, and how I just like the idea of female superheroes and female characters in general, female protagonists, being made more accessible to a mainstream audience. On a similar and somewhat related note, we do have confirmation that the filming of the upcoming solo Wonder Woman movie will begin this November. But let's face it, guys, Man of Steel was only okay most of the time, and the rest of the time it was probably less than that. And the trailers for the upcoming Batman vs. Superman movie simultaneously make it look awesome and like a complete train wreck. So I don't really have a whole lot of faith that this movie will be handled properly. I really hope it is. I love Wonder Woman as a character, and I really would like to see her get a really good solo movie to make her character more accessible to a mainstream audience. I don't think it's going to work out, unfortunately. But that's about it for this episode, guys. That's pretty much everything announced geek culture related in the past week that I found interesting personally. If you liked the video, drop a like or a subscription, and let's get a discussion going in the comments down below about anything I talked about in the video here today. But either way, thanks for watching. This has been AJ22, and I will talk to you guys later.